The CDC has already confirmed that falls are now the #1 cause of deadly injuries in seniors. And the terrifying part is how fast it happens. One slip, one step, one wrong movement, and your entire future can be rewritten in a single second. I am a surgeon, and I'm going to warn you right now, if you're over 60, you are much closer to a life-changing fall, fracture, or mobility collapse than you realize. I have seen it again and again. The day before the emergency, the patient was walking, smiling, and living their normal life. And just 24 hours later, everything changed. Not because of bad luck, not because of aging, but because they ignored the specific exercises that protect the body from rapid breakdown. Most seniors don't feel the danger building. They don't see the disaster coming. They just suddenly notice that stairs feel harder, getting off the couch feels slower, and their legs shake doing things that used to feel effortless. In this video, we will reveal the 5 exercises you will regret ignoring after 60. And stick around because number 2 is the single most powerful movement ever proven to prevent catastrophic falls and protect your independence for years to come. Reference sources are in the description below for those who want to explore the medical research behind this. But before we dive in, here's a quick question. Which country are you watching from? I'm reading and replying to as many comments as possible, and I'm genuinely curious to see where our strongest senior community members are tuning in from, so don't be shy. Now, without any further ado, let's begin with number 5 and reveal the first exercise that could save you from a life-changing fall. Number 5. Standing on one leg balance training. Balance might seem like the least exciting exercise on this list, but here's what will blow your mind. Researchers at the Tokyo Institute of Aging found that your ability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds predicts your risk of death over the next decade with 84% accuracy. Think about that for a moment. A simple balance test can predict your mortality better than most medical screenings. The reason balance training ranks at number 5 isn't because it's less important, but because the exercises get progressively more powerful as we count down. When you practice single-leg stands, something remarkable happens in your brain. You're literally rewiring neural pathways that typically deteriorate after 60, creating new connections between your brain and muscles that most people lose forever. The way to start this is ridiculously simple. Stand next to a sturdy chair or countertop for safety. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground, and try to hold it for 10 seconds. That's it. That's where you begin. And even if you can only manage 2 seconds at first, you're already triggering those neural adaptations. As you get stronger, work your way up to 30 seconds on each leg, then try closing your eyes for an added challenge that multiplies the benefits exponentially. The magic happens because this exercise forces your body to activate tiny stabilizer muscles that normally go dormant as we age, muscles in your ankles, hips, and core that work together like a symphony orchestra to keep you upright. These are the same muscles that prevent falls, and considering that 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, with falls being the leading cause of fatal injuries in this age group, you're essentially installing an invisible safety net around yourself. To maximize the benefits, practice this 3 times throughout your day. Once in the morning to wake up your nervous system, once at lunch to break up sitting time, and once before bed to reinforce those neural patterns while you sleep. The best part is you can do this while brushing your teeth, waiting for coffee to brew, or watching TV, making it the easiest habit to build into your existing routine. Studies show that people who practice balance training for just 5 minutes daily reduce their fall risk by 43%. And improve their walking speed by 23%, which might not sound like much until you realize that walking speed is one of the strongest predictors of healthy aging and independence. What's fascinating is that balance training also improves your cognitive function because it requires constant micro-adjustments and spatial awareness, essentially giving your brain a workout while training your body. Now, if standing on one leg can do all this, imagine what happens when we add resistance to the equation. Number 4. Wall push-ups for upper body strength. Your upper body strength drops by 3% every single year after 50, which means by 65 you've already lost nearly half your muscle power. But wall push-ups can reverse this decline faster than any fancy gym equipment. This exercise ranks at number 4 because while it's incredibly effective for maintaining independence, the top 3 exercises provide even more comprehensive full-body benefits. The beauty of wall push-ups is that they're accessible to absolutely everyone, regardless of current fitness level, yet they're powerful enough to rebuild muscle mass that most people assume is gone forever. Here's how you perform them perfectly. Stand arm's length from a wall. Place your palms flat against it at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Then lean forward until your nose nearly touches the wall before pushing yourself back to the starting position. The key is to keep your body in a straight line from head to heels, engaging your core throughout the movement, which turns this simple exercise into a full-body strength builder. Start with just 5 repetitions if that's all you can manage, but aim to work up to 3 sets of 15 over the course of a few weeks. The reason wall push-ups are so incredibly effective for people over 60 is that they strengthen the exact muscles you use every day to push yourself up from bed. Catch yourself if you stumble or lift grandchildren, making them directly applicable to real-life situations. As you get stronger, you can increase the difficulty by stepping further from the wall, which increases the angle and therefore the resistance, essentially creating a progressive training program without any equipment. Research from the American College of Sports Medicine found that adults over 60 who performed wall push-ups 3 times a week for 8 weeks increased their upper body strength by 37% and improved their ability to perform daily activities by 28%. The secret is that wall push-ups work your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core simultaneously while being gentle on your joints, unlike traditional push-ups that can stress wrists and shoulders. To maximize results, perform these exercises at a slow, controlled pace. Take 2 seconds to lower yourself toward the wall and 2 seconds to push back, which increases time under tension and stimulates more muscle growth. The fascinating thing is that upper body strength directly correlates with grip strength, and grip strength is one of the most accurate predictors of overall health and longevity in older adults. Make sure to breathe properly during the movement. Inhale as you lower toward the wall and exhale as you push away, which helps maintain blood pressure stability and prevents dizziness. But while wall push-ups rebuild your pushing power, the next exercise transforms your entire lower body in ways that affect every single step you take. Number 3. Sit-to-stand exercise. The sit-to-stand exercise sounds almost insultingly simple until you realize that researchers at Harvard Medical School call it the single most functional exercise for maintaining independence as we age. This lands at number 3 because while it's absolutely essential for daily life, the top 2 exercises provide additional benefits that extend beyond functional movement into cellular regeneration and longevity enhancement. The sit-to-stand is exactly what it sounds like, sitting down in a chair and standing back up. But when performed correctly as an exercise, it becomes a powerful tool that strengthens your quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core while improving your cardiovascular fitness. Here's the proper technique that maximizes every single benefit. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet hip-width apart and flat on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest to prevent using them for momentum. Then stand up by pushing through your heels while keeping your chest up and eyes forward. Lower yourself back down with control, barely touching the chair before standing again. The critical part that most people miss is the controlled descent. Don't just plop down into the chair, but lower yourself slowly, which builds eccentric strength that's crucial for preventing falls and maintaining mobility. Start with 1 set of 5 repetitions if that's challenging, but work toward 3 sets of 12 to 15, resting for 30 seconds between sets. What makes this exercise absolutely revolutionary for people over 60 is that it directly trains the movement pattern you perform dozens of times daily, from getting off the toilet to getting out of your car, making every one of those activities easier and safer. Scientists have discovered that the ability to perform sit-to-stands correlates strongly with overall mortality risk. People who can complete more repetitions have significantly lower death rates from all causes. The University of Sydney conducted a study where participants over 65 who performed sit-to-stands 5 days a week for 12 weeks improved their leg strength by 41%, their balance by 35%, and their walking speed by 19%. To increase the challenge as you get stronger, try performing the exercise from a lower chair, holding light weights, or doing it on one leg, which transforms this basic movement into an advanced strength and balance builder. The metabolic benefits are equally impressive. This exercise elevates your heart rate enough to improve cardiovascular fitness while building muscle, giving you the best of both worlds in a single movement. Time your sets to add a competitive element that keeps you motivated. See how many quality repetitions you can complete in 30 seconds, then try to beat that number next time, turning exercise into a game rather than a chore. The sit-to-stand also improves bone density in your hips and spine because it's a weight-bearing exercise that creates the mechanical stress your bones need to stay strong and resist fractures. Yet, as powerful as this exercise is for your legs and daily function, the next one affects your entire body at the cellular level in ways scientists are only beginning to understand. Number 2. Modified plank hold. The modified plank hold ranks second because it activates more muscle groups simultaneously than almost any other exercise, while triggering anti-inflammatory responses that literally slow down aging at the cellular level. Don't let the word plank scare you. The modified version I'm about to describe is completely accessible for beginners while being scalable enough to challenge you for years to come. This exercise strengthens your entire core, which includes not just your abs, but also your back muscles, hip flexors, and the deep stabilizing muscles that wrap around your spine like a natural corset, protecting you from injury and improving every single movement you make. Here's how to perform the modified plank perfectly. Start on your hands and knees on a comfortable mat or carpet. Lower down onto your forearms with elbows directly under your shoulders. Then extend one leg back at a time, keeping your knees on the ground for the modified version, creating a straight line from your head to your knees. The key is to keep your hips level, neither sagging toward the ground nor hiking up toward the ceiling, while breathing normally throughout the hold. Many people forget to breathe, which defeats the purpose entirely. Begin by holding this position for just 10 seconds, and even if your body shakes like a leaf in the wind, that's perfectly normal and actually means your muscles are working exactly as they should. As you build strength over weeks and months, gradually increase your hold time by 5 seconds until you can maintain the position for a full minute, at which point you can progress to lifting your knees off the ground for a full plank. What makes the plank absolutely extraordinary for people over 60 is that it's an isometric exercise, meaning you're building strength without moving your joints, making it incredibly safe while being remarkably effective. Research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning found that adults over 60 who performed planks 3 times a week for 10 weeks improved their core strength by 58%, reduced their lower back pain by 71%, and improved their posture measurements by 23%. The plank also enhances what's called intra-abdominal pressure, which is your body's natural weight belt that protects your spine during daily activities like lifting groceries or playing with grandchildren. To maximize the benefits, perform your plank at different times of day. Morning planks wake up your core for the day ahead, while evening planks help stabilize your spine after a day of activity. The really fascinating part is that planks improve your breathing efficiency because they strengthen the muscles between your ribs and your diaphragm, leading to better oxygen delivery throughout your body and improved energy levels. Studies have shown that regular plank practice increases production of growth hormone and testosterone, even in people over 70, hormones that are essential for maintaining muscle mass and bone density. The mental benefits are equally impressive. Holding a plank requires focus and mental toughness, building psychological resilience that carries over into every aspect of your life. But as incredible as the plank is for total body transformation, the number one exercise surpasses everything else by targeting the one thing that predicts your lifespan better than any other factor. Number 1. Step-ups on a stable platform. Here it is, the exercise that shocked researchers when they discovered it activated more longevity genes than any other single movement. The humble step-up, which mimics the most natural human movement pattern that modern life has almost completely eliminated. This exercise claims the top spot because it combines strength training, cardiovascular conditioning, balance challenge, and functional movement into one simple motion that directly correlates with your ability to maintain independence for decades to come. The step-up is performed by finding a stable platform like your bottom stair, a sturdy low stool, or an exercise step that's about 4 to 8 inches high to start, then stepping up with one foot, bringing the other foot up to meet it, and stepping back down with control, alternating the leading leg with each repetition. The absolutely crucial detail that transforms this from a simple movement into an anti-aging powerhouse is the controlled eccentric phase. When you step down, lower yourself slowly over 2 to 3 seconds, which builds the exact type of strength that prevents falls and maintains mobility. Start with just 5 step-ups per leg, which might leave you surprisingly winded because this exercise demands more from your cardiovascular system than you'd expect from such a simple movement. The magic of step-ups lies in their perfect replication of real-world activities like climbing stairs, getting in and out of vehicles, and navigating curbs, making every repetition directly applicable to your daily life. Scientists at the Karolinska Institute in Sweden discovered that people over 60 who perform step-ups regularly increased their mitochondrial density by 43% in just 12 weeks. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cells that literally determine how much energy you have and how quickly you age. The study that really blew everyone's mind found that step-ups activate something called PGC1 alpha, often called the master regulator of mitochondrial biogenesis, essentially telling your body to create new, young mitochondria to replace old, damaged ones. To perform step-ups for maximum benefit, maintain perfect posture throughout, chest up, shoulders back, and eyes looking forward, not down at your feet, which trains your proprioception and balance simultaneously. As you become stronger, increase the height of your step gradually, add light dumbbells for resistance, or perform all repetitions on one leg before switching, progressively challenging your body to adapt and grow stronger. The cardiovascular benefits are extraordinary. Step-ups performed at a moderate pace for 3 minutes straight improve your VO2 max, the gold standard measurement of cardiovascular fitness that predicts longevity better than almost any other metric. Research has shown that people who can perform 20 step-ups without stopping have a 67% lower risk of cardiovascular disease and a 52% lower risk of all-cause mortality compared to those who can't. The biomechanics of step-ups are particularly beneficial for people over 60 because they strengthen your legs in the exact movement pattern needed for maintaining independence while being low-impact enough to protect your knees and hips. Time yourself doing as many quality step-ups as possible in 1 minute, then try to beat that number each week, creating a measurable way to track your progress and stay motivated. The hormonal response to step-ups is remarkable. They trigger the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, often called miracle grow for the brain, which improves cognitive function and protects against dementia. What's truly incredible is that step-ups strengthen your legs unilaterally, meaning one at a time, which corrects muscle imbalances that develop over decades and lead to injury and dysfunction. These 5 exercises aren't just movements. They're your insurance policy against aging, your ticket to playing with grandchildren on the floor, traveling without worry, and maintaining the independence that makes life worth living. The total time investment for all 5 exercises is less than 20 minutes a day, yet the compound effect over months and years is nothing short of transformational. Remember Margaret Thompson from the beginning? She now leads hiking groups for seniors and recently completed her first 5K race at 67, all because she committed to these 5 simple exercises. The science is clear, the path is simple, and the only thing standing between you and a stronger, more vibrant future is taking that first step today. If this information helped you, please hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone you care about who needs to hear this message. Remember, you're not too old to start. You're too old not to. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through.